Alright, so I figure I'll do a video called What's a Doodle Bug? Well, this is a doodle bug. This is a 1929 Ford Model A car. Now, I got this some years ago. It didn't look like this when I got it, but basically a doodle bug is back in World War II was going on and they needed to melt metal for the war. Farmers couldn't get farm equipment. So what the farmers did was they took their old cars, their old trucks, and they turned them into farm equipment. What a lot of them did was put a second transmission behind the first transmission and a truck axle. A lot of them they put tractor tires on. Now, these old transmissions, they had PTOs on them. You can run a PTO, power your farm equipment. Now, this one didn't look like this when I got it. It had a stuck valve in it. I ended up putting what do you call it here? Ended up putting transmission fluid in the oil and starting it and running it and letting it sit. Start it, run it, let it sit, and eventually that valve broke loose. Now, it's probably not recommended, but at the time that's what I did, and now it runs pretty good. So I've got to probably get a nice flat piece of tile and some sandpaper and sand smooth the intake and the exhaust, because it still isn't running right even though I've been through the carb. Just some tinkering. You can see the old water pump. Back in the day, you know, you could rebuild these water pumps, and I did. So, you know, that was pretty cool on how these are put together. I put this cowl on. Would this be the cowl? I guess this would be like the grill shield. I put this on. This was off another tractor or another car. I put this hood on. This needed to be straightened out. The fuel tank still holds fuel. Oops. Oh, what did we do? There we go. There we go. The fuel tank still holds fuel, which is cool. Had the starter rebuilt down at Kenny Electric. So when I got it, everything was wrapped and held together with all thread or threaded rod. It had the second transmission that was in it was somebody had put a Chrysler 3-speed behind it, but that's the Model A car 3-speed. If you look closely, I cut a universal and welded the end onto a Ford 4-speed universal, and this is a Ford 4-speed transmission out of like an AA or a B or a BB. Added these cross members. Made this drive shaft. This is an old AA screwdriver rear end. I look closely. I boxed the frame. Now, I planned on doing tractor pulls with this, so you know, the A-frames, it's I wouldn't say it's cheesy, but it's pretty light for what I'm trying to do. Made these mounts to mount the axle to. I still got to make some torsion bars, I guess. I got some loader arms from an old Oliver tractor to mount, so that it keeps the axle from rotating. The old bumper's off an old Ford that was hand built, and I know the guy that built it. He's still kicking. So the seat is a cut and bent leaf spring, an old tractor seat on it. And I've got another tractor seat to put next to it on that side. So this was an old Model A that was turned into a doodle bug. It's now a tractor. So it's pretty cool old piece of equipment. You know, it's a 1929, so it's coming up on 100 years old. So I'll have to figure out the front brakes and get it started again, and hopefully that's a video coming up. Y'all take care.